Hey, everybody. What's going on? It is Weird New Jersey, Sue. Rob, what's going on? Uh, how is everybody? This is the new issue of Weird New Jersey. Weird New Jersey. Here it is, here it is. Bree, how are you again? Uh, how is everybody today? It's Friday. Wait, let's have a clap for Friday. Ready? Sorry. Couldn't resist. Let's do one of these. There you go. So, hey Lance, what's going on? How are you?
It's the Lance man. Lance.
Hope everyone had a great week. So, the new issue of Weird New Jersey is out, obviously. So, we're going to take a gander. I flipped through it the other day when Jim picked it up for me. A what?
Reused words.
Pre-used words?
Yeah, you read them, so
Oh. Some interesting stuff in here. We'll go through it like we usually do. Because it only comes out twice a year, so it's a holiday when the magazine comes out. Yes, sirree. It is. Oh, here you go, Rob. There you go. Say hi to your new girlfriend, Rob. I did pre-look. I'm sorry. I couldn't resist. It's not as thick as the last issue was. It's a little bit on the thinner side. Not quite sure what that's all about. A little thin on weird this time around. So, what can I say? All right. So, what do we have that's new and exciting for this issue? Came out with a new book. Artists, New Jersey art. It's called New Jersey Fan Club. Artists and writers celebrate the Garden State. So they came out with a new book. Let's see. New Jersey Fan Club are the people that make the book. A diverse range of voices and evocative photos add up to a memorable portrait of the real New Jersey. Yes, the real New Jersey. Murphy. So, I have a few more books here. Drag Queens and Beauty Queens. Making the Scene in the Garden State. New Jersey State Mind. Yeah. Pretty cool stuff. Let's see what we got in the Weird New Jersey mail. Aliens are eating the cows, Rob. Just so you know. Aliens are eating the cows. That's what it says right there. So, why can't I go in here? What is going on? What is going on? Here we go. The damn aliens eating all the cows again. Yes, absolutely. As in, not from the USA or from the sky. Thinking from the sky. So let's see what it says. Are you here now? Awesome. I play tomorrow night. I play tomorrow night. Yeah. Okay, good. And I play right in front of the damn camper. Yeah. What site are you on? Oh, sweet. We got Susan. We got. I wanted to in the first place. Okay, okay. Bye. Yay. Sorry. Anyway. Let's see. Rob. You didn't say anything about your girlfriend, Rob. You don't like her? She's not pretty for you, Rob? She's not pretty enough for you, Rob? Bree will not stop the aliens from eating the cows. I want to know why. She's like, no aliens. Oh, what do we have? They have an interesting article on the highway that's by my house. Route 22. Whatever I say will come back to haunt me, but she is reasonably priced. Hey, Fatima. Eat the cows. They're obnoxious. So, we got the New Jersey Ghost Hunter Society. A coffin full of weird. Oh. The guy stores his Weird New Jersey magazine collection in a coffin that he built. Just to hold his magazines. Sue said hi. The ads are actually more exciting than the magazine is itself. This time around. I don't know. This guy's got every book that they ever wrote. Right there. It's got them all lined up. Hey, Diz, what's going on? We're looking at the new issue of Weird New Jersey, Diz. Actually, when Jim went into Barnes and Noble the other day, it wasn't even out on the magazine rack yet. The guy had to pull it out of the back room, so That's how hot off the press it is. So, hey, JM Vlog, thank you for the share. Mega love shout out to you. Thank you very much. What did she do with Bob's tie? Oh, Diz would like to order Sue salsa with Bob's Mai Tai. Fatima is out of ad jail. Look, Fatima, look. The new issue of Weird New Jersey has arrived. Yes. So, I am trying. Well, they don't know the area, but I mean, I would have to. I read the article on Route 22. That would be west. Does it face? It faces east. Why does it face east? All right. So, Route 22 is the highway that actually runs behind my house. So this woman wrote in that she grew up about 20 minutes west of us. Yes, the best news out there. That is definitely it, Diz. Why did she call him Fizz? She just called Diz Fizz. Wow. Fizz, yes. Fizz. Yeah, that's right. I'm Donia and Bruce is Spruce. So don't ask. So anyway, this woman lives about 20 minutes west of us in a town called North Plainfield. Diz the Fizz or Fizzy Dizzy. There you go. And back in 1972, there was a murder of a girl named Jeanette De Palma. And this girl goes on to say that it pretty much happened like right by her house. But the thing that sticks in her head is the most about the murder, and others mentioned, is the highway, Route 22. Now, to give you a little bit of background on the highway, it starts down by, for those of you that watched my live stream picking Jim up from the airport, Route 22 starts in Newark, right there close to the airport, a couple miles away from the airport, and goes all the way out well into Pennsylvania, right out to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. So it's a pretty long highway. Anyway, the close proximity to the highway of these murders is that the highway itself, at least in the town that I live in, has a lot of stores, a lot of businesses that are both on the east side and the westbound side of the highway, as well as the center aisle. True, it is. That's very true. But I was just giving you a general idea as to exactly how long 22 is. The point that this lady's trying to make in this email is that the FBI uses the geography of an area within a certain radius to predict the crimes of a serial killer. So this lady Jeanette that was killed back in 1972 was only one of the victims of this guy. And 22 is a quick and easy way to get somewhere when you don't want to get caught. So it takes you to all little different towns and big towns and cities, and So they kind of what is she saying here? You could easily memorize the highway and the side streets and get to where you need to go without getting caught. Yes. Body bag highway. um Jim's done his fair share of work on 22 when it comes to when he was working for the police department. Um Different things that happened on the highway, accidents, and sh- he went to a murder that was on the highway. Um a bunch of different, shopliftings, and it's an interesting road to say the least. Used to be called Route 29 back in the day before they changed the interstate numbers to east and west and north and south and all that. So it used to be Highway 29. There still is a highway. It's not really is 20 up in Patterson. 29 is it's not an interstate, right?
29,
Yeah,
19.
yeah, but there's a 29.
So interstate lookalike goes from 80 to 100.
Oh, okay. Hey, Robin. So yeah, she was just writing about this highway that a lot of stuff. When somebody comes out to steal a car, they'll come out to my town or next town or whatever and take what they want and jump on the highway going back east and head back into Newark. So a lot of snatch and grabs. Highways go right back into Newark. Oh, what else we got here? Talking about UFOs in a town up in North Jersey. UFOs. Where is that? Right here. UFOs in Pompton Plains. High crime rate area. Jim was there a lot. I see a conspiracy. Well, not the town that the town that I live in is the town that he worked on the police department. But it's my town isn't bad. It was the town, the city of Newark, where the highway actually starts. That's where all the high crime areas. There are quite a few stiffs along I-40, the old US 66. So, yeah. What else we got here? Lady talking about UFOs. This guy wrote in saying that his father knew a murderer. Let's see what this says. In March of 1957, Edgar Smith was convicted of killing cheerleader Victoria Zelensky. It was big news back then. His parents recall the story, and his dad knew him from the neighborhood. He wrote a few books while awaiting his conviction, which was also helped by William F. Buckley. The first book was called Brief Against Death. He died in prison a few years ago after being captured in California. I think he stabbed a woman, but she lived to identify him. That's interesting. So this guy's dad knew a murderer. Hmm. Now, Weird New Jersey has a new camping shirt out. It's called Camp Pine Barrens. If you can see that right there. It's got a picture of the Jersey Devil in the middle of it there. It's pretty cool. It would help if I did that. What else we got here? Three of Fatima's former students have committed murder. babe.
Well, but that's what happened to me in church.
So in Deptford, which is probably Rob knew a murderer. No, wait, I knew a postman. Easy to confuse the two. How far is Deptford from here? Maybe 45 minutes. They're having a Skeletons in the Convent, which is a show and sale of the peculiar, odd, and unusual. So if you have anything that's peculiar, odd, and unusual, you could sell it at this place. Huh?
This travel, right? There's full.
Hey, Richard, what's going on? It is a really cool shirt. And if you really have a lot of confidence, you could walk the Newark branch. And what does the small print say? A photographic journey on the abandoned rails of New Jersey. There you go. Skeletons in the Convent. Other here, the police called that Operation U Tree. Robin thinks they may have a television show. Skeletons in the Convent. Yes. And if you want to go have a good time, you can go to Randy Now's Man Cave. Not the biggest, just the coolest. Man Cave. ManCaveNJ.com. There you go. And worker dies at Marlborough State Hospital, which is supposed to be like closed and abandoned. That walk along the abandoned rails would be a bit tricky. We have a lot of them in the States, Fatima. We have a lot of them. Let's see what they say about this. Story indicated 100 buildings on the abandoned hospital's campus would be raised over a period of 15 months, and after that, 2 group homes for people with developmental disabilities would be constructed on part of the site, with the remaining 411 acres left as open space. 7 years later, it seems that timeline has been stretched out, though we're sorry to bring the update to you for not so great reasons. In November of 2021, the West Orange Patch reported a worker died after falling through the roof of the abandoned hospital. New Jersey State Police investigated and determined it was an accidental death. We're not visiting anyone's man cave. This is not a thingy channel. But you can go see Randy's man cave, Rob. You can go to Randy's Man Cave. It's probably like a comedy club or something. It doesn't say exactly what it is. Open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, noon to 6. And Sundays, noon to 4:30. So I don't know. With hours like that, I'm not sure what it would be. It's not open for very long during the course of the day. So, up in North Jersey, there's a highway called Route 23. And on the top of the telephone poles along the side of the highway are these various different, sometimes like statues. Sometimes they're owls, sometimes they're, different things that people put on the top of the posts. And the newest thing for the top of the telephone poles is, it's called pole art. That's what they call it, pole art. And this woman wrote in to let them know that her father was responsible, because he worked for New Jersey Bell. He was responsible for a lot of the pole art that they put at the top of the telephone poles. I'm not sure, Rob. I really don't know. Hey, Erica, what's going on? Okie dokie. No, this woman's father puts the, when he worked for New Jersey Bell, it's a ghost. I think it's a ghost, right? Yeah, this one's a ghost, Robin. Rob just has traffic cones and shoes hanging over the phone wires. Hey, Walt, what's going on? Looks like Casper with a pumpkin or something, right? Let's see. What does this article say? Man flees police on Tuckerton trike. In October 2021, a Connecticut man kidnapped his girlfriend at gunpoint and forced her to drive to New Jersey. After they fled a traffic stop in Ocean County and crashed, he got out of the vehicle and shot, then fled the scene. What's odd is the vehicle on which he chose to make his escape. He was able to escape the scene of the crash on a blue tricycle. Now, there are tricycles designed for adults, but the story doesn't specify this, and we're left to wonder if he grabbed one from a toddler, which actually would be more impressive getaway. An updated news report clarified it was an adult tricycle, which he soon ditched for an Uber ride and then mass transit. He was later apprehended at New York Penn Station. So there you go. If you kidnap somebody, you can get away on a tricycle. In his defense, I heard most people need to be held at gunpoint to drive into New Jersey. No. Let's see. Kevin the Millville Bigfoot. Let's see. A young Bigfoot named Kevin that lives in Millville, New Jersey with his entire Bigfoot family. The report highlighted a man who says he has made friends with the family, posting videos on YouTube about his encounters with them in the vicinity of Menantico Ponds. You can check out his videos on the Man of Light YouTube channel, which, according to reporter Joe Kelly, include what Man of Light claims is Bigfoot evidence like footprints and audio captures. Kelly's not sure if he's seen what Man of Light sees, but he admires his passion. There you go. Everybody's got a Bigfoot, I guess. Bumper car psycho. We first learned of the duo known as the Bumper Car Psychos in a letter from a reader that appeared in October 2004. They were two guys of a significantly larger size who could be found at the Keensburg Amusement Park on Friday nights riding the bumper cars, where they just loved to slam into people and knock them around. Bumper car psycho Keith died in January. Bree has a big foot. So Kevin is moonlighting in New Jersey as a Squatch. Yes, he is. Who wants to be the bearer of bad news to Kevin? Bumper car psycho sounds like I-4 in Florida. There you go. Yeah, Rutherford is small. So if you need any used, fine, or rare books, you can go to the bookstore. Act 2 Books. Flemington is actually the town that Jim's brother lives in. So it's out there by his brother's house. Walt won't drive I-4. So I thought this article was really interesting. It's actually pretty long. It's 4 pages, actually. It's about a shipwreck out in an unincorporated part of New Jersey called Heislerville. And you can only get to the shipwreck during low tide, and it's for like 20 minutes. If you get caught out there, you better know how to swim. So, this ship is about a mile from the East Point Lighthouse, wedged firmly on the sandbar, and the name of the ship was assumed to be the Hazel Moore, a 1920s fishing boat that had been in tow to a new destination but became detached and ended up on the sandbar in the 1940s. It was part of the real name had been the Fremont, which was part of a fleet built around a decade earlier, around 1910. So this guy proceeds to write in this article how he managed to get out to the sandbar. I'll show you the pictures in a minute. To take pictures of the ship, and lost track of time. And when he turned to go back to the mainland, the water was starting to come in for high tide. Flemington, yes. If you get caught out there, you have to write a letter of apology in your best handwriting. So here's what the shipwreck looks like. It's pretty cool. So you can only get out to this like twice a day during low tide. This is what's left of the ship. Hey, Cindy, how are you? Okay. Let me tell you, Rob, I read this article the other day, and I am not even going to try to get out there. After what this guy went through, nope. Let's show you the other pictures here. That's a really good picture of it. So I didn't even know it was there until until I saw this article. There's only 450 people in this town. He had to walk through. Let me see if I can find it. Catching a glimpse of her is tricky since the wreck rests on a disappearing sandbar behind private property and past a dense thicket of 20-foot marsh reeds. The beach can only be accessed during a very short window of time and at low tide. Miss the window, and there's a good chance you might not make it back to the mainland. At least not safely or even alive. I could. Doesn't seem like it's too overly difficult to paint. I don't know if I would try this one. I think I would probably try that one. Oh no, I'm not going to do it, Cindy. Definitely not. Because these guys almost got caught out there. There's some more pictures. I mean, I could go to the East Point Lighthouse. It's to visit and do video on that. Here's some more pictures. The first would be awesome too. Here's an older picture of it. And there's the lighthouse. Oop, my hand's in the way. And then they found this. Tourist info. You are lost. And then I'm assuming that this is the anchor. I'm guessing that's the top part of the anchor. Caption or anything is, but kind of looks like an anchor. Obvious Jim needs to pop to the shop and get another copy to send to you. I just saw how much it would cost to ship from the site. Yeah, when you walk into the store, Rob, they're $5 a piece, right? Oh no, yeah, $5. But you have a discount, right? The membership, yeah. Hey, Carl, what's going on? It would be cool. I could probably do that. Rob says you need to send them one. Jim said we'll work on that, Rob. I would have to find a better picture of the lighthouse, Robin. This has got a lot of trees in it. I'd probably have to find one from the road. He said he will send you the pennies for it. He said he'll go to the store on Wednesday, pick you up an issue, Rob. You'll just have to send him your address. You have it? You kept it? Okay. can email it to him again or messenger him with it. So, we all know that New Jersey is the diner capital of the country, right? So these are all pictures of deserted diners and empty eateries. So there was a company actually in the next town over from me. If anybody knows the iconic, what they call subway car type diners, I believe they call them. There was a company in the town next to me called the Jerry O'Mahony Diner Company. And he was the one that came up with the design of the typical old style diner in New Jersey. So this is usually what the old time diners in Jersey would look like. I don't know if you can see that. Kind of looks like a train car or a subway car. So these are the insides of some of the diners in Jersey that are, some of these as of late, after this article was published, are already being demolished. Yeah, the one in Ledgewood is in here. Carl. Wait, where is it? Tom's Diner on 46. There you go. There you go, Carl. Yep, they and this company only built them for about 5 years before they went out of business. So if you watch the movie Goodfellas, hey Rhonda, if you watch the movie Goodfellas where Jimmy Burke is in the diner talking to Tony DeSimone, that's a typical, except that diner was in Brooklyn. That's a typical style of the diners. Some of these, they're obviously been closed for quite a while, but yeah, these are like way beyond repair, Fatima. These are like way gone. But they were all built the same. They all had the stools at the counter and the booths behind by the window, and they were pretty much cookie cutter diners. Here's a better picture of the one that Carl was talking about. This is Tom's Diner. You know the song Tom's Diner? Do 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 do. That's that diner. Let's see if the one in Rockaway is in here. Uh, there's one that's still open up in Clifton called the TikTok Diner. That's a really popular diner. Constantly busy.
It's on 360.
Yeah. Uh, and the we still have diner. Fatima, you can't sneeze without passing a diner in Jersey.
Yes, on every trip down here, there's one, a big one on the left-hand side. Seems
Hmm.
every time you go down.
That one's closed too.
Well, we have threatened to take them to dine.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe we'll do that one time. We'll take the kids later and
No, Union Plaza.
Union Plaza.
That's the iconic diner.
Oh, there's stories about the Union Plaza.
There's songs about the Union Plaza diner too.
Stories about it. One night Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin, they were in U.S. Open at Montreal. They got all drunk up, went into the diner. The place over was cooking spaghetti and meatballs and stuff.
Here is the. What is this called? Doesn't have a name. Yeah, the TikTok diner. You can't get in the place half the time.
It's right on 46.
It's just the for whatever reason, Fatima, they go out of business or whatever, but we still have plenty of diners. This is Mom's Diner. Yeah, you can't sneeze in Jersey without passing a diner. Rob loves derelict buildings. Jim wants to do a weird New Jersey road trip, but half the places that are like in this magazine, if you get caught going there, you get arrested. Yeah, they are cool looking. Hold on. BRB.
BRB.
Burb. You got cheese snacks. Snack cheese. That's your cheese, babe.
That's all right.
I'm not. I am full. I can't eat anything else. Simple solution. Don't get caught. New Jersey road trip. Downtown Los Angeles has or had one Pacific dining car. Not sure if it's still operating. Cool place.
Well, it's changed. Summit.
Oh yeah, the one on the corner of Morris and
Yeah, that's what it's.
Morris and Summit Avenue. I think it is.
Not parking the trains here.
Yeah. Just don't get caught or use Jim's get out of trouble card. Speaking of get out of trouble cards, did you get your PBA cards this year?
Yep.
How come I haven't seen one?
Do I need one?
Nope.
Okay.
4 months into the year and I haven't gotten my PBA card yet. We can't have a fire cam because Jim forgot his computer. I mean, I can plug in the other camera if you don't want to look at my face, and I can point it at the fire. Fatima says she needs to see you roast shoes. But then I can't show them the pictures of the magazine. Anyway, so unbeknownst to me, until I read this article, in the middle of a lake up in North Jersey by where my cousin lives, there's an island. And on the island is St. Hubert's Chapel. Obviously, this is a drone picture. Let's see if I can get closer here. There we go. Pretty cool looking place. Obviously, only accessible by boat. So, the story begins 140 years ago with Francis Kinney, a 19th century industrialist who founded Kinney Brothers Tobacco Company. He owned 5,000 acres of land in the middle of Morris County and built a 20,000 square foot summer cottage on the shores of the small lake to use as a hunting and fishing retreat. Much like the medieval lords in Europe, he had armed men patrol the property to keep others from illegally hunting on their grounds. His wife Mary was a devout Catholic but was also rather ill. The trip to the nearest church was 7 miles by horse carriage and proved quite difficult for her to endure. Being a rich man who loved his wife, he had a church built for her, and every Sunday a priest and altar boy would conduct a mass for the Kinney family. Hey Tim, what's going on? If you don't want to go road tripping, I shall go with Jim, and you can explain to everyone why we have been arrested every day. Plans for the St. Hubert's Church began in 1886, and 3 years later it was ready for its sole parishioners. The chapel was designed to replicate a church from medieval times, from the part of Europe where the original St. Hubert lived back in the 700s. The legend of St. Hubert says that while out on a hunt, Hubert came across a large white stag with a crucifix lodged in its immense antlers. The stag commanded him to seek spiritual guidance from Bishop Lambert, and this moment changed his life. Let's see. Why do they print this so tiny? Jeez. He contracted with Tiffany's, yes, that Tiffany's, and they conducted extensive research on St. Hubert as well as what churches of his day look like. They created a giant 10-foot tall stained glass cross that weighed nearly 1,000 pounds, a bronze tablet commemorating St. Hubert, a mosaic tile floor consisting of 300,000 hand-laid pieces of marble, a giant marble altar, a bronze statue of the Madonna and Child, and a large bell tower housing a clock as well as 3 large bells. Powered by weights weighing half a ton, the clock chimed on the quarter hour for 50 years. No, nobody lives there, Robin. It's just not anymore. The chapel was expanded in 1904, but by then Mary Kinney had passed away and Francis Kinney died 4 years later. In 1924, his son Warren sold his share of the estate to his brother. When he died in 1945, the property passed to a lifelong friend. Almost immediately, the friend began organizing the development of the Smoke Rise community, and by 1951, 75 families owned homes in the development. These families used the chapel for religious services until 1951. By then, the number of people wanting to use it exceeded its capacity, and services were moved to the village inn. And of course, they got broken into by kids. Blah, blah, blah. Although the building still stood, most of what was inside was destroyed. Whatever was not destroyed would be destroyed by vandalism and theft over the next few years. So now it's just kind of like sitting out there. And this is what the cottage looks like. Pretty cool looking place. Of course, you always have to have those idiots that feel like they have to destroy things. Oh, they started to restore it. Okay. A lot of progress has been made. In 2003, the Tiffany Cross was restored, the marble altar was restored in 2007, and many of the original pews were reconditioned. The oak ceiling has been replaced, and the St. Hubert stained glass windows were replaced in 2013. In 2015, all the remaining stained glass windows were recreated, and for the first time since 1957, all the windows were as they once were. Huh. Pretty cool. Right, Fatima? At least it's being restored. Here's the, what is this? One of the marble statues. Let's go and annex it. Oh, wow, this would be a cool painting. I wouldn't even try this. That is an awesome photo right there. There's a steel safe located behind a small door in the altar. Years after it had gone missing, it, along with other stolen artifacts from the chapel, such as the chandelier, crosses, and candlesticks, would later be found at the bottom of the lake by fishermen and divers, and they were retrieved. I gotta see if there's a way to get out there. Some of the other statues that are in there. And this is some of the stained glass windows before they were fixed. There's the altar. Or the pews, I should say. Without electricity or heating, the chapel began to deteriorate rapidly and soon became infested with pigeons. Eventually, the pigeon droppings became knee-deep, completely obscuring the intricate mosaic floor. That's insane. Knee-deep in pigeon poop. Wow. And this is what it looked like after they fixed it up. Pretty cool. Hey, Natalie. Natalie, what's going on, Natalie? Are you focusing, Natalie? Focus, Natalie. Focus. Focus. Natalie's probably at work. So let's see. Yeah, the only way out there is by boat, Fatima. Hmm. Natalie. Natalie. Sitting on the couch, being lazy until you have to start work at 3 p.m. It's nearly 11 a.m. Jeez. No, it's Smoke Rise. It's up in off of 23 in Morris County, Carl. In Kinnelon. Rock Art Revival. Get all your rock art. You can get lava lamps. You can get blacklight posters. You can get jackets. You can get shirts. You can get a David Bowie poster. Rock Art Revival. You can even get bandanas and coasters, outerwear, concert shirts, hats, pins, and socks. Fatima, here's your socks. You can get your socks. Have a good night, Rhonda. Hey, go there and film it. Tim. Blue Raven Records. We passed that place when we did our route, when I did my video. If anybody paid attention to my road trip video, Blue Haven Records was in it. On the left-hand side. We passed it. New and used vintage vinyl and curiosity shop. Oh, it's a south. Okay. Droning over weird New Jersey. The stranded ship of the South River in Sayreville. Guess they aren't selling rocks. You should go. The stranded ship. This one is called Griff. Yes, he is, Fatima. This one is called Graffiti Jetty. Hey, Daryl. Graffiti Jetty. This is the Poland Skill Viaduct. Really, children? Really? Really? We're looking at the latest issue of Weird New Jersey, Daryl. Weird New Jersey. No, Daryl. You should be in there. So the Poland Skill Viaduct is an awe-inspiring architectural magnificence of the Poland Skill, or the Heinsberg Trestle, as it is sometimes called, is a long-abandoned railroad bridge over the river. The most elevating feature of the soaring multi-arched structure is that beneath the rail bed are a series of stepladders which allow the explorer to actually travel through the inside of the edifice. Each of the towers between the arches is hollow, with cavernous graffiti-scrawled rooms inside. This is a no trespassing area. I can paint the bottom right picture. That's a lot of green. See, it says warning, this is a no trespassing area. Really? The Deadpool Ship Cemetery of the Arthur Kill, an assortment of retired fireboats, tugs, barges, and ferries, rust away, mired in the muck of the Arthur Kill between New Jersey and Staten Island. Sounds like a challenge. I'll get my climbing equipment. Oh, this one's cool. This looks like some type of barge. Pretty cool. They won't arrest the Canadian. Yeah, okay. Devil's Tower in Alpine, which Alpine is at the very top of the state. This was originally the centerpiece of the Rio Vista estate owned by Spanish sugar magnate Manuel Rionda. Six-story Gothic stone clock tower has several dark legends about it. Some say it's a place where one can even conjure the devil himself. They won't know what language the Canadians. A? 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 I think you could obviously drive around that one, so that should be accessible by car. Yes, Daryl, they speak A. Let's see. What is this? The Crab Island Fish Factory. The plant was used to process moss bunker, a small oily fish in the herring family. Considered unfit for human consumption, bunker were once netted by the ton along the Atlantic coast and ground up to make fish oil, fertilizer, and pet food. Locals old enough to recall the days when the factory was still in operation refer to it as simply the Stink House. The Stink House! Right, Fatima? New camper's great, Natalie. It's awesome. So that's the old crab house. Fishy, yeah. Totally stink. Totally stinky. And Lucy the elephant. Lucy the elephant is very popular. She actually just had her makeover not too long ago. And I believe she's a 6-story tall elephant, 65 feet high, 60 feet long, and 18 feet wide. And she is 140 years old, I believe. I'll show you Lucy the elephant. Smells like Daryl's breath. Right in the middle of town in Margate. I don't know. I don't know. And we also have a Treasure Island in New Jersey. It's one of just one of many places in New Jersey long rumored to be the site where the pirate Captain William Kidd hid his buried treasure. Here is Treasure Island. Yeah, you can actually visit Lucy the elephant. That's actually like right on the side of the road, so you can go see that. Are they letting you do that now?
They used to.
Yeah. Guided tours of Lucy the Elephant take visitors into the building through the spiral staircase on the rear leg, then through the interior and up to the open air on top to see the views of the shoreline, ocean, and Atlantic City. Bury treasure, Hoffa, ships. Does anyone in New Jersey not bury anything? Nope. Nope. And where is Rob's favorite part? Fine, Bree, fine. That can be debated, Fatima. There's a couple of different stories on that. Couple of different stories. And oh, a weird New Jersey state of mind. All of the things that people find in their everyday lives that are shaped like the state of New Jersey. So you got an oil stain, you've got a rock, piece of chicken, piece of bacon. Hey, Naj. How much the ridiculous advertisements, yeah. We actually have a lake in New Jersey that's shaped like New Jersey, right there in the middle there. The only thing they didn't put in this issue this time, Rob, were the tattoos. Kind of upset about that. Hey, Daryl. This is like the Bible of New Jersey, okay? People are like devoted to this magazine. Devoted to this magazine. See if we have any other ads that we can show Rob. Nope, doesn't look like it. I showed you all the ads, Rob. Yep, that's it. No, Daryl, not in New Jersey. They're having a Monster Bash October 22nd. $100 cash prize for the best costume. Best costume. njmonsterbash.com. There you go. Tried to find Word Canada, but I kept getting sent back to the Hall of Records. The Smithville Art Walk every April and September. And we also have Paranormal Museum. Tours daily by appointment. That's because you don't live in New Jersey. You live in Canudia. If you lived in New Jersey, you'd be reading this magazine. Revilla Grooves and Gear. New arrivals daily. Visit our gear room. Buy and sell all media. Used clean vinyl records for music lovers and collectors. LPs, 45s, and 78s. Used vintage audio gear for lovers of all things old and beautiful. Which means that Bruce would get lost in this store. And that's it for the magazine for this issue of Weird New Jersey. They tried to do a Weird UK, but let's be honest, there isn't enough paper for that. Oh, excuse me. Daryl did a logo for a group Caden was in, and it had a rabbit. I was told it looked close to the Playboy bunny by a pastor. I said, "Oh, I didn't know. Thanks." uh, Are you saying Quasimodo the bell ringer was weird, Rob? Hey, Solex, how are you? I know, right? Wait, I have to send Bruce a picture. I gotta find it. There's a lot of alien sightings reported over New Jersey, but I've never seen any. I gotta see if I can find it. Crap, I'm looking for it now. I can't find it. Tim should have his UFO out of the shop by now. What'd you say? Oh. Wow. Fatima saying Hugh Hefner is Daryl's oldest brother. I don't know what to say about that. Poofiness. 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 Yep, so that's all I got. Now you gotta wait another 6 months for another issue. What does that even look like? Okay, Fatima, have a good night. Rob best start making crazy reports to local New Jersey papers. Why? About what? Daryl, what are you talking about? Are you having a conversation with yourself? I think Daryl's having a conversation with himself. Oh, okay, Rob. Yeah, then you got to prepare for the next issue. Hopefully, it'll be like I keep these, so I have like a whole bunch of them at home, and this one is like super thin compared to the other ones I have at home. Hey, Nate, what's going on? And this one is like really thin. I was kind of like not impressed. You're answering yourself, Daryl. You shouldn't talk to yourself, Daryl. It's actually you could talk to yourself if you want, but it's if you answer yourself that's a problem. Rob said he believes that the logs are making too much noise again. Only when I roast children over them. It's not about the size, it's how you read it. Well, like the ads were cut down. There's no tattoos, that tattoo section. Like, Rob likes the ads. Rob, you should write them an email that they didn't have enough cool ads in here this time. What can I say? It was, right? I'm kind of like... definitely cut in half. Tim just likes looking at the pictures. Well, now we gotta wait until October before the next issue comes out. Because there used to be a thing in here for a subscription price. And it only comes out twice a year, but they charge like crazy money for 2 issues a year. Let's see if they have it in here. It might be in the back. Weird New Jersey published 2 times a year in May and October by Weird New Jersey LLC and can be found at various locations throughout New Jersey. If your local retailer doesn't carry Weird New Jersey, ask them why. We offer a free issue to anyone whose own Weird New Jersey experience is published in the magazine. It used to tell you what the subscription price was, but now it doesn't. Right? You're gonna go run? Daryl is not running. And no tattoos. Right? They didn't have any tattoos in this issue at all. But they do have an Amazon store. This is issue number 58. So 58 divided by 2 is 24. No. Bless you. $16 a year. Actually, that went down because it used to be more than that. Oh, Rob's on the website. Well, there you go. But here's Rob's new girlfriend. Rob's new girlfriend. TrueJersey.com. TrueJersey.com. Seems like good job, Rob. And when you go to Barnes & Noble, it's actually listed as a local magazine. Now we just have to introduce me to her. Oh, we have a match made in stupidity. Rob, you know what you deserve? You get one of those, Rob. Rob got the horn. Rob got the horn. Oh, there we go. Or, why is there a semi in your house, Tim? Oh, because of the horn? Here, wait. You want to hear it again? Here you go. Yep. That means wake up, Tim. Wake up. Oh, this one is definitely Rob. Destroy polite society. You too funny. You too funny. There you go, Rob. Destroy polite society. I have buttons and little self-control. Yeah, well, you know. What can I say? What can I say? What can I say? Rob, you like anime? There you go. Glad you have your earphones in so the dogs didn't hear it. Here's some anime for you, Rob. All new release from Osaka pop star. Anime. Ear Candy debuts. All new material. Okay, well, this is actually music. The Misfits, the Ramones, Black Flag, and the Voidoids. The Voidoids. Let's go camping with the Weird New Jersey t-shirt. But Rob really wants to go to the man cave. He wants to go to the man cave and see what it's all about. You should go to mancavenj.com because it doesn't say what it is. Alright, enough flipping through that. What else has everybody got? What else has everybody got? Ha ha ha. Tell me. What's new? What you doing over there? Sue got nothing. Sue, why don't you got nothing? Why do you got nothing, Sue? I need to know why you got nothing. Sue got nothing. Sue got nothing. Rob got no coffee. Still got no coffee. Tim, I think you want to go to the pub. All is quiet except for air horns. I don't know what you're talking about. Don't know what you're talking about, Sue. It's a very noisy campground this weekend. Oh, Naj's daughter has prom tomorrow. Well. If it isn't the new guy, or so he says. What's up, Jeff? How are you? Hi, Jeff. Jeffy Jeff. Daryl is back again. I'm alright there, Jeff. Thanks for axing. See, you can do this without me holding your Only when I have something to talk about. Oh, excuse me. Daryl's phone rang. Nah, not really, Jeff. But thanks for telling me. Really, children? Really? She wants to go in style in your 66 months. Oh, that's a cool idea, Naj. That would be cool. That is if you trust her to drive it and not put a dent in it. Humph, I say. Talk to the hand. 39 Pontiac. Where are you, Daryl? Don't whine about it. Are you at a car show, Daryl? Sue's been doing ancestry stuff today and searching old newspapers for any family news. My eyes are going crossed. Yeah, that'll do it. My mom did all that stuff. She's got like 4 huge like binders like that thick of stuff. Caden is in class, team training for Taekwondo. You're parked watching old cars go by and drooling. Well, obviously there must be a car show somewhere near you. It isn't. It is very interesting, Sue. Her and my dad went to a bunch of different cemeteries looking at stuff and. No, actually, Rob's girlfriend is not a blonde. She's actually a brunette. She's right here on the back cover. You're gonna follow her there and then drive it back home. No way is it staying. There you go. Good point, Nash. Good point. Good point. Babe, you need like 10 pieces of wood on that fire. $25 to 10? Anyway. Song's kind of weird. You think so, Daryl? You think so, Daryl? I don't have any drink left. It's fine. Rude. I knew he was going to say that. Yes, Jeff, it did. Yes, it did. But anyway, I think I'm going to call it quits with the time. I've been up almost 2 hours. I got 12 minutes before I call it a night. Naj doesn't trust valet parking. Chips and horseradish chips? Or chips and horseradish dip. There you go. There you go. What kind of chips? Are they salt and vinegar chips? Or did you dip your Doritos in the horseradish dip? Whatever. No, that's yucky. I had a piece of skin on my thumb, Natalie. Natalie! Ruffles? Ruffles have ridges. Natalie, you're the caterer. You should be doling out the food here in this live stream. Why aren't you catering this live stream? Night, Sue. See you soon. Thanks for hanging out. What in the heck happened? Oh, okay. Gross. Ruffles have ridges. Come on, Natalie. It's what time over there now? Like, I don't know, 1 o'clock-ish? In the afternoon? You're off to bed and walk Ted? Maybe in that order. More like Ted's gonna walk you, and maybe you'll go to bed. I don't know. Fine. Night, Bruce. The virtual caterer. There you go. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You'll chat tomorrow if you're allowed. Okay. Well, I'll be around. But you have little tiny humans, so I'm sure you'll sneak in a few text messages. There is nothing. Nope, absolutely nothing. But darkness. And my car and my truck and Jim's car. Yep, I'm in Jersey, Natalie. Say hi to the truck. Say hi, truck. Hi to the truck. And here's the camper. Camper. Truck. Truck. Camper. Truck. Camper. Truck. Camper. All right, guys. Well, it is 20 minutes to 10 on a Friday night, and I'm going to get off of here. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed the new issue of Weird New Jersey. And I have a gig tomorrow night from 7 to 10 here at the campground. But maybe I'll paint in the afternoon or something. We shall see on the other channel. But in any case, everybody have a good rest of your night. And if I don't see you, have a great weekend. And we'll see you soon. Bye. And stuff. Bye and stuff.